So today in reading, we're going to talk about finding within reach books and reading a ton of them. Remember yesterday we talked about reading like gold, or you have the choice of reading like who remembers that big word? Who remembers that big word from yesterday? Starts with a C. Or you could read like a curmudgeon. But remember, we want to read like our books are gold. All right, so yesterday, talking about reading memories got me remembering another book I had when I was little. I've been remembering that story of a little girl with beautiful golden hair named Goldilocks. Thumbs up if you've heard of her. How many of you have heard of Goldilocks? Yeah. Awesome. All right, so you'll remember she walked into a small cottage one day, not knowing that a family of 3 bears owned it. She saw Papa Bear's porridge on the table, tasted it, and hollered, "Too hot." Then she tasted Mama Bear's porridge and gulped, "Too cold." And then she took a bite of Baby Bear's porridge and said, just right." I see some of you are nodding that you're remembering this story, so that's awesome. I'm guessing that you've read about Goldilocks too. So you also know that she then sat on Papa Bear's chair and grumbled too hard. Then she sat on Mama Bear's chair and grouched too soft. But then she sat herself down in Baby Bear's chair and said just right. So we learn lessons from books we read. Goldilocks taught me how to make choices. She didn't just settle for the first bowl of porridge or the first chair she found. She tested her options before settling down for the one that was just right. As a reader, I follow Goldilocks' model whenever I want to choose a book to read. And this is an especially important model for each of you too, as you aim to build the best possible reading life for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how you choose just right books. All right, so today I want to teach you that readers don't just pick any old book off a shelf and settle down with it. Readers test books, looking at them carefully, opening them up, and reading a few lines, asking themselves, is this book just right for me? So when a reader wants to test a book, they try it just like Goldilocks tried her porridge. The reader opens up the book, reads a bit, and asks, can I read the words smoothly and easily? Is it just right? Or are there so many hard words that I can't read smoothly? Or on the other hand, is the book too easy, so simple it won't hold my attention? Books that feel just right are called within reach books because they are books that are within reach of what a reader can read without help. Okay, so I could show you how I decide whether a book is just right or not. But since each of you is now in charge of making your own reading life the best it can be, I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys a few questions so you can help me fill out my chart, okay? So let me share my camera. Let me click the right button. Here we go. Oh, man. Let's try it again. I always struggle with this camera. All right, let's see if it worked this time. Why it doesn't want to work. Aha, there we go. Oh, there's my coffee and my phone. Okay, so So I've made a chart for us to remember, and I'll take a picture of this and post it on the Canvas page later today. All right, so we have the choice of if either books are too hard, too easy, or just right. So I said that if the book has too many words I don't know, it's probably too hard for me, right? Do you guys agree? No, you don't think so? Well, if I can't get through a full page without, if there's too many hard words in there, I'm probably going to lose interest pretty quick and not want to read it, right? But then again, I also said if it doesn't hold my attention, it's probably too easy. All right. And if you can read smoothly, it's probably just right. Oops. All right, who can come up with some other bullet points or things that make books too hard, too easy, or just right? Go ahead and raise your hand and I'll call on you if you can come up with anything that goes with this. You can come up with a list. You can help me with my list. Yersu?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you had your hand raised. All right, Travion, you have your hand raised. Go ahead and help me with my list.
The easiest book is kindergarten books. Like the ones that I had in my the ones that I had in my kindergarten had.
All right, so if you agree, if it doesn't hold your attention, that's kind of like kindergarten books now, right? For you. All right, anyone else? Can you help me fill out this list? What else makes a book too hard or too easy or just right? Who has an idea? Go ahead and raise your hand. Vaughn, you have your hand raised. I can see you're talking, but you got to unmute yourself. There you go. I can see you're talking, but I can't hear you, Vaughn. Vaughn, do you want to type it in the chat? All right, I can't hear you, Vaughn, so I'm going to move on. All right, what about reading like a curmudgeon or reading without any expression? What do you think? Do you think that would make a book too hard, too easy, or just right? If I just read like this with no expression, what do you think? Raise your hand. What do you think? Paxton? Go ahead and unmute yourself then and say.
Too hard.
Too hard. So if I read without expression or like a curmudgeon, so if I read without expression, and then I'm going to go ahead and write curmudgeon.
Curmudgeon?
Okay. All right. What about, Nino, you have your hand raised? Did you? No? Yes, Nino.
I said if it's just right if it's like if it has too much words, because I think it's a challenge for you to read books if it has like too many words in it. That's how I read World War II book.
Yeah, so I'm gonna write if it's challenging, but not too challenging. Does that make sense if I write that? If it challenges you?
Yep.
But not too much. All right, what if, I have another one. Let me make sure no one's raising their hand. All right, what about if I just keep getting stuck? Where would that go in this column? What happens if I just keep getting stuck? Where do you think that would fit? Which column? Too hard, too easy, or just right? If I just
Too hard.
stuck. Oscar? All right, I read your lips. You said too hard, even though you were muted.
I said that.
All right, let me think of another one. What about if you just read the book super fast? Where do you think that would go? If you just read the book super fast, what column do you think that would go in? Gabe?
Too easy.
Too easy. So if you just fly through that book and you read it super fast, it's probably too easy for you. What about if you read with punctuation? So you stop at the periods, you make your voice sound more excited with the exclamation marks or the question marks. What do you think? If you read with those punctuations, what column do you think this fits in? Paxton?
Just right.
Just right. So you read with the punctuation. All right, can anyone come up with anything else that goes in these columns? Nino, I see you have your hand raised.
Too easy is where like a book doesn't have that much words and like some curmudgeons like to read those because it's really fast.
Yeah, so if it doesn't, maybe if it's too short, if you feel like it's too short, you want to say that, Nino?
Yeah, it's too easy.
All right, just too short. Maybe it falls flat. I'll put that. Meaning it's kind of boring.
Yeah, it's kind of boring to watch them like read the book and they just want to get done with it instead of reading the book to you.
Yeah,
Playing Minecraft.
yeah. All right, so this is our list so far. I can add to it, but I will take a picture of this and I will put this up on your Canvas page. So when you work on your reading later today, you can have it and for tomorrow as well. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. I'll stop my share. Remember, we're not using the chat when I'm talking, so I don't know why we have 3 chats all while I started. All right, so we talked about the fact that, do you remember this from last Monday? When we talked about marathon runners eat pasta before a big race? Do you remember when we talked about that? Maybe, maybe not. That's all right, it was over a week ago. Readers too can set themselves up for a great year of reading. Readers can set up quiet, comfortable reading spots, maybe to find a good lamp. Before you read today, you may want to stop All right, so today I'm going to show you your reading log. How many of you did a reading log last year in 2nd grade?
Not me, I don't think. I don't know what a reading log is.
You don't remember a reading log?
Miss
That's all right.
Stanfield,
Yes, Sue.
it keeps logging me out of Canvas.
Keeps log
And
out of
everything.
Canvas or Zoom?
Zoom and Canvas.
Both. All right. So Sue, if you keep having troubles, you can just message me and I will try and help you. But if not, don't stress out about it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me go ahead and I will pull up our
Mom, can you please have milk?
reading log. Can you all see my screen?
Please. Thank you so much.
All right. Make sure you're muted. Okay, let's try this again. Can everyone see my screen now? Yes, oh, good. All right, so I'm on our reading page. Today's Tuesday, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. All right, does everyone see where it says reading log and then this book? You're going to click on this book. You're gonna make a copy. Okay. And then you're gonna type your name up here. So you're gonna type in your name. So I'll go ahead. Super easy, right? And then you're going to fill in the date. So today is the 11th. I almost said the 10th. That would have been wrong. Okay. Then you're going to put the title and author of your book. So I'll go ahead and use our book that we read aloud yesterday, The Owl Who's Afraid of the Dark.
Miss Stanfield,
Yes. Yes, Oscar.
is our reading journal supposed to be about this book? Because I don't know on the reading journal what I was supposed to do. I write it a tile and there's no plus page. I didn't see any plus pages to put an extra page on.
That's all right. So you're just going to start this one today.
What?
You're just going to start this one today, and it can be about whatever book you read today during your reading time, okay?
Okay.
All right, then you're going to fill in if it's fiction or nonfiction. So this one's fiction. Okay, and then the start page. So whatever page you start reading today, that's what page you'll start on. So today I'll start on page 15. Okay, and then I'll say what page I ended on, and then I'll say how many minutes I read. So say I read for 20 minutes. And then that's it. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions about the reading log? No, it's pretty easy, okay? So this one will stay in your Google Drive. Yes, Oscar.
Can you go to Google or can you get on this on Canvas?
It's on
Or
your,
can you do both?
so you'll have to make a copy of it on your Canvas page, and then it'll be in your Google Drive. Okay.
Okay, can you show me how to do that?
Yep. So you'll go to Canvas, log in, and then you'll go to our Canvas page, which look, here's a person that looks like me, a little person. It says Stanfield. You'll click on me.
That's
Okay.
a bang.
We'll go to reading. And then on Tuesday, okay. You see where it says reading log? Okay, so you'll click on that book. It'll ask you to make a copy. And then this is what it'll look like. And then it automatically saves into your Google Drive, okay? All right. Okay, so